If you're working from home, here's a great lunch idea. Throw tomatoes, peppers, onions, olives, feta cheese, garlic, salt, pepper, and olive oil in a dish. Give it a good toss, then add a piece of salmon right in the middle. Add some extra seasoning and olive oil on top, then bake at 425 for 15 minutes until the salmon is flaky. I love this recipe because you prep, bake, and eat all in one dish.
Let's make the best cheesecake you've ever had. I'm talking Nutella cookie butter. Blitz the Lotus biscuits, add the melted butter and push into a base of a greased cake tin. For the filling, mix together the cream cheese and sugar until combined, then add the eggs and vanilla and mix until smooth. Add to the base and I won't judge if you have a sneaky taste. Drizzle over the warm Nutella and using a skewer create a marble effect. Bake until golden brown and allow to cool before serving. Cut into slices, serve up and top with that cookie butter sauce. Damn, just look at that drizzle. Dig in and enjoy.
I got a confession. Done. I'm turning vegan for lunch.
Every time I make a paella now, it reminds me of my disgusting cheating husband and the time he proposed to me when we were in Spain. We had just went into a restaurant and had ordered the paella, and as soon as the waitress left, he got down on one knee and asked me if I would marry him and make him the happiest man alive. So I said yes. That was the first mistake I made. Then the paella came and we were eating it, and he was sucking on those juicy thigh bones when all of a sudden he started to cough and choke. His face turned bright purple, so I slapped him on the back and a huge piece of bone came flying out of his mouth. That was the second mistake that I made.
Every year, I look forward to making one thing, and that is these nachos made with matzah for Passover. Let's go. Add matzah to a baking sheet with shredded cheese and grape tomatoes. Break up some matzah, and then we top with sliced cheddar cheese. Add more tomatoes and, of course, shredded cheese, and then we bake. Then we're going to remove our nachos from the oven, and we top with green onions, cilantro, and dollops of sour cream. I like mine a bit spicy, so I add some chili flakes. And the full recipe on my Instagram, website, and YouTube, and let me know what other Passover recipes you want to see. Enjoy.
Whenever my husband tells me anything, I have to nod my head and agree with him or he becomes furious. I play along because my grandma trained me to be the perfect, obedient housewife. Today he tells me I have to start bathing in his old bath water because he's saving money for an upcoming business trip. But once he left to work, I let that bitch run. I asked my husband for permission to buy a new cutting board because mine was getting old. He approved and took me to IKEA. However, the AC system was down, so I had to walk around the entire store fanning him with the piece of cardboard I found. I almost pushed the fucker down the stairs.
Grilled cheese sandwich with a tomato soup moist maker. Add a slice of provolone, cheddar cheese, and Monterey Jack to a piece of bread. Cut the crust off another piece of bread and submerge it in your favorite tomato soup. Place the soaked piece of bread on top of the cheese and then add another layer of the 3 cheeses. Cover the top slice of bread in some room temperature butter or some mayonnaise. Cook for a few minutes on a medium pan and then cover the other side in room temperature butter or mayonnaise. Flip the sandwich and cook for another minute. Then add some water on top of the pan and cover it. The steam from the water will help melt the cheese inside the sandwich. Cut it in half and
recipe up on her YouTube, and since she follows me here on TikTok, I really wanted to give them a try. First thing we're gonna do is preheat our oven. Then she said in her culture they clean the chicken, and I couldn't agree more, so we're gonna rinse it in some water and vinegar and pat dry it very well. For the seasoning, she goes in really heavy and adds until the ancestors tell her to stop, then some cornstarch, mix it really well, and place it on a tray. Into the oven it goes for 35 minutes, then take him out, flip it over, and pop it back in the oven for another 30 minutes. While it baked, I quickly whipped up a garlic parmesan butter for half of the wings, and for the other half, I chose to do a delicious buffalo sauce. They came out so crispy, and the seasoning really pulled through. I'm definitely going to be making these over and over and over, so thank you, Jordan.
Korean marinated eggs. A dozen eggs. Boil the eggs for 6 minutes. Rest the eggs in an ice bath. Add in minced garlic, Korean green peppers, add in green onion, add in the red chili, soy sauce, honey, water, sesame seeds. Optional, but I also like to add in a little bit of sesame oil. Mix together. Peel the eggs. Marinate for 2 hours overnight. Look at that.